大家好，我是立氣，多謝你在看我們的視頻。喺入邊呢個 video 我就會教你我點樣學得國語喺6個月之內嘅時間。感恩nhiều bạn, bây giờ mình chỉ cho mấy bạn sao mình học được một tiếng Ấu trong 6 tháng. Alright, what's up guys? Let's get into it. So, Mandarin was the language I learned. Of course, I'm an older guy in my middle ages, as some may say. I'm 44 now. And I want to explain to you how I learned to speak a language within a 6-month period. Matter of fact, I think it's closer to like the 4 or 5 month period. But, I kind of stopped studying a whole lot, the 5th and the 6th month, and my Mandarin or my Chinese is still improving. So let's get started. And it's pretty funny because I want to explain the quick story why Mandarin was very, very difficult for me to learn. Growing up, when I was learning Vietnamese, they were more welcoming. They know you're not Vietnamese. So when you're speaking Vietnamese, they are a little bit impressed. But in China, it's almost opposite, because in China, I feel that they kind of expect you to learn the language and to know the language. And when I'm talking to folks and people there, they'll be like, how come you don't speak Mandarin? I go, well, I'm Cantonese speaking, and I'm also I speak Vietnamese and English. And they can get their head around why I couldn't speak Mandarin, because hey, that white guy over there, that guy he's speaking, and why aren't you speaking it? I'm like, oh yeah, well, it made it a lot harder for me to learn the language because they are already expecting me to know it. So that made it that difficult and that much harder for me to learn the language. But while I was, quarantined, well, the whole city was quarantined in Calgary here, and we couldn't really go out or do anything, so I decided to give it a try, and I did pretty well. And at first I started off with a program you should download first, and that would be pimslear. That is perfect for like listening skills and talking skills, number 1. Number 2, I downloaded Duolingo, and most of you have. So when you're doing it all at once, the Duolingo, it does help quite a bit more. I feel it adds an extra layer of learning. And I did about, when I first started off, I started doing about maybe a course a day of like pimslear, and then like I'll do like a few levels of the Duolingo. And well, I gradually got better. I started putting in a bit more hours. So it started going to up to about 2 hours a day. And when you're driving to pick up groceries, or when you are meeting a friend, or if you're doing any work and you have to drive, I pop on the pimslear course while I'm driving, and I repeat everything that they teach you in there. I know, just to absorb it better speech-wise and chat-wise. And that was great. Well, I did more and more. After 2 weeks, I was averaging about 2 hours a day, just playing around with pimslear and Duolingo. Now, on my 3rd week, I went on italki and italki.com, and they have like a lot of people there that also want to be your language buddies. So I had quite a few people that messaged me, and I found a buddy on there. His name is Lin. We ended up chatting with each other 3 times a week, and we would speak 15 minutes in English and 15 minutes in Mandarin, and try to find someone that's closer to your level. But if you're kind of embarrassed to kind of chat with them, I would recommend you, instead of looking for a partner to chat with, go on and hire an actual tutor. And they're pretty cheap. Like some of them are like $8 an hour, up to like $20 an hour. And I started off with that as well, and I started doing twice a week. Build my confidence, start chatting, do some extra homework, extra research, and then pronunciations and stuff like that. And then probably by my 5th week, I was on there about 5 times a day. So 5 times a day with a tutor, as well as I had my language partner 3 times a week, as well as I was doing anywhere between 2 hours of Chinese study. And one day I broke a record. I think I did 10 hours straight, just like reading, writing, and there's a ton of programs you can use for reading and writing, but I think most important is learning the speech, because I find it really helps develop your confidence and the self-esteem a lot faster. And then afterwards, when you want to go into like the reading and writing, you seem to understand it a bit easier and better. So that's how I started learning, and it is awesome because by my 2nd month, I was able to chat with the tutor in majority in Chinese. Majority of it was speaking in Mandarin. Every once in a while, I would ask, 这个怎么说啊？bus 怎么说啊？公共车是不是这种公共车 and stuff like that. And the tutor would write it down. She would explain to me, okay, this is the pinyin, this is the Chinese character, and then we'll use it in a sentence. Now the 4th month in was the most interesting because I was going pretty hard in learning Chinese, anywhere between 2 hours to 10 hours daily. And by the 4th month, just the 4th month, I was able to speak Mandarin to almost everybody without adding a word of English or Cantonese or Vietnamese in or such and such. I was able to almost speak pure Chinese, and I thought that was awesome. So I continued to learn, and I didn't have a whole lot of time because the economy was opening, and I had a lot of work. I'm doing YouTube videos for you guys and stuff like that, and I find that I didn't really need to do the tutors as much anymore. After the 4th month, I basically only did a tutor session once in a while, and to see how my Chinese has improved, I meant. And yeah, the tutors pretty much said that I'm continuing to learn, and what helped out the most was my language partner, which did not cost me any money. He was learning English, and I was learning Chinese. And 3 times a week, and just from that, 3 times a week, so that's literally half an hour every day, every 2nd day. So it was Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and of course sometimes I'm not able to make it. I'm gonna say I average only twice a week with my language partner. I was still able to significantly improve my Chinese. So what does everybody think about this learning a language within 6 months? Are you going to give it a try? And why don't you let me know what works for you in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, hit that ringer on the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I am out. Cheers.